talk a little bit about recruiting. Our understanding is that we didn't meet our mission, excuse me, our goal for recruits last year. The number for recruits this year has been increased. What are we doing to try and meet that mission? How can we expect the workforce to be impacted if we fall short again this year?
Awesome.
Does that make sense? Is that a good question for you?
That's a good
question.
question.
Thanks, sir.
The good thing is I get to start off by saying the Coast Guard is hiring. So if you don't hear anything else I say today, if you don't take anything out of the room, please recognize the Coast Guard is hiring. Can I get us all to say that together?
The Coast Guard is hiring.
Let me dispel a couple of other myths. It doesn't take 5 years to join the Coast Guard. It doesn't take 2 years to join the Coast Guard. We do not have the long waiting list or wait times to get into the Coast Guard. We've had, just so you know, DOD uses that against us. If they run into someone and say, oh, I was thinking about Navy and I was thinking about Coast Guard, they go, well, you don't want to do the Coast Guard. It takes you 2 years to join. So we need you all to help us dispel the myths. We do not have a 2-year waiting list. The Coast Guard is hiring. I can address one of the comments. We did make mission last year. The mission last year was 3,250. We assessed 3,283 people into the Coast Guard. So we did make mission. This year the mission was raised to 3,750. We are at 86% of that mission to date for reservations, and we are charging hard, and we are expecting to get there. But what I'll say is I need every single person in this room to help because the myths are out there. And unfortunately, some of you were a part of that. When you tried to join the Coast Guard, it took you a long time to get in. Can I get a show of hands of folks who didn't just take 2 months to get in? All right, we at least have a few in here. What we're running into is that a lot of folks, because of their own experiences, are telling others who approach them about joining the Coast Guard that it may take a while to get in. The other thing is we've addressed several challenges and policies that were in place that were making things difficult for folks to come into the organization. Back when you had a 1,500 mission, you had a 2-year waiting list, and you had like 5,000 people waiting in line to join the Coast Guard. Well, you create certain things to help, pick and choose between the folks you will let into the organization. And some of those initiatives included things like waivers, where we weren't giving out so many. We've already received over 1,500 waiver requests just for this year. That's higher than we have seen in any of the recent years. So, and we are approving a large percentage of these waivers. So where people where once you could not get into the Coast Guard based on certain waiverable issues, you're now able to get in on many of those waiver requests.